Red. A red light. I wonder if it's to keep the moths away. Eep! Ah, yes. Now don't tell me. She must be some sort of colourful local hostess. All right, 2 colourful local hostesses. Well, I never. No, I can't shift it. Actually, I think there might be some sort of law against that. Actually, I think... Actually, I think... No, I can't shift it. Actually, I think there might be some sort of law. Ah, yes. Now, don't tell me. She must be some... All right, 2 colourful local... Eep! Red. A red light. I wonder if it's to keep the moths away. Do you know where I might find Big Sally?
Not me.
But you're,
Big-hearted, basically decent woman trying to do the best she can in an oppressively patriarchal, chauvinist, male-dominated society that abstracts female advancement at every turn?
I knew you were one of those as soon as I saw you. Oh, yes. You're one of those. It's a fantasy tradition. You're supposed to wander the streets bent double under the weight of your heart of gold and keeping your ear to the ground to pick up information. Then blokes like me can come along and you pass along the gossip.
I hate to think what had happened to anyone in this town who hang around with their ear to the ground. You want a street starfish, mister?
I wonder if you can help me. I'm trying to find someone special.
Well, I'm special. I've got a heart of gold.
Really? What exactly is it you ladies, do?
Oh, you know. Sing songs. Make exquisite cups of tea. Generally listen to men talk. Walk up and down their spines in wooden shoes. Act decorous at all times. Just like them foreign ladies on the counterweight continent.
Geishas.
Oh, I'm not surprised you've got a cold. Running around in a dress like that.
It's just that I thought that you,
Oh, you did you? Superficial judgments based on preconceived stereotypes, eh? Just because we're independent ladies making our own way in the world, and you standing there with a dress on, too.
I was told this might be Big Sally's address.
Can't imagine why that'd interest you, big boy. Big boy. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
What? Well, why?
Well, you are wearing a dress.
Look, it's not a dress, it's a wizard's robe.
It looks like a dress.
But it isn't. It's the costume of a very ancient and revered order of aesthetes.
Oh, you run a lot, do you?
You'd be amazed.
Mind you, that's not surprising, going round this town wearing a dress.
Madam, I don't like your inference. As a wizard, I am chaste.
Walking round in a dress, I'm not surprised. If I was you, I'd hate to be caught.
Can you at least tell me where to find Big Sally?
Oh, sure, big boy. Big boy, it cracks me up.
Well,
Well, what?
where is she?
Oh, I'm Big Sally. You should have said.
Look, I've been told to come and ask you for one of your specials.
A special?
Yeah, that's right. And don't think I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you go and get the milk, the egg and the flour, and I'll go and look for a really big bowl.
Why is it I feel somewhat puzzled by that reply? Nope. Good grief! Now look, I don't know about this. What is that? My word.
It's a bowl of custard. Didn't you like it?
A bowl of custard? That's your special, making custard?
Why not? I can't imagine what assumptions you've been making. I'm a woman of many parts. My old granny used to say that good kissing only lasts 5 minutes, but good cookery lasts for years. Many's the man who slips in here for a bowl of custard he can't get at home. Will you stop smirking like that?
Hey, it's great. Better than my granny's.
And now I'm going to have a bath. It's messy work making good custard.
The best thing about being a wizard is that you're not allowed any, but you can have as much custard as you like. These are either patent elephant cozies or a pair of bloomers. I've forgotten which. That Nope. Really? What exactly?
Oh, you know.
That doesn't work. That doesn't... Actually, I think there might be... Actually,
Loyal comrades, a new age shall dawn, my friends. Hail! An age of power and majesty. Hail!
An age of freedom, without indoor plumbing and the job losses it entails.
Hail!
A world where a man can carry out his legitimate wealth redistribution business without worrying about quotas.
Hail!
Where cheap replastering will be outlawed in favour of major structural reinforcement.
Yea, a place where low mackerel sales will be a thing of the past.
And compulsory smoke-through cleanliness will be rigorously enforced. Hail! Brother Brigwit, Brother Broom, bring the tome. Now, for the spell of power. Bring out the components of the potion, Brother Lightfinger.
Yes, Brother Chuckles.
Oh, the dark spirits of the universe. With this bowl, we do consecrate and so forth. Except now these
Eggs.
eggs and this measure of corn flour. As we consign the potion to the flames, boil and burn, blaze and bubble.
Wait. It says here to simmer at low temperature for 15 minutes.
Good grief. What the hell is going on? What exactly are we making? Have I ever told you how attractive I find you? Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
I have triumphed. Goodness overcomes evil once again. The land is liberated. The serpent is gone. The dragon is dead. The dragon is dead. I killed him. Me. I shall humbly submit to whatever fabulous rewards you feel I deserve.
Dragon? Don't be ridiculous. Dragons don't exist.
What?
Quite so. And since no one believes in them, we can hardly reward you for disposing of one. Next!
Here, wait a minute. I slew a dragon. A real, bona fide, verifiable dragon.
They don't exist.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
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 Yes, they do. Do, and do.
No, they don't.
They do. They exist if you believe in them.
Ah, but no one believes in them.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Excuse me. Thank you so very, very much. They do.
No, they don't.
They do. Dragons, you know, huge, vile, evil, stenchful, slavering...
Ahem. Hello again.
Oh, well, when I say believe, of course I meant had heard rumours, unsubstantiated.
Yes, well now I'm back. There's a few matters to attend to.
Ah, sorry about the slavering thing. A bit uncalled for, really.
Yes, I'll deal with you later.
You summoned it. You get rid of it.
Well, here we go again. You're all guards, custodians of the law, God help us. What do you think makes a hero?
Well, a true hero doesn't know he's a hero, does he? I mean, it's all relative.
How do you mean relative?
It's like maybe you ought to get a relative to fight the dragon.
Oh, that's clever. I wish I'd thought of that.
Ah, you've got to be at least a corporal to have tactical ideas like that.
Oh, good grief. Look, all I want to know is...
Have you got spare relatives, sir?
Well, I have an aunt.
There you are then. Case closed.
She's nearly 80.
Better than wasting a younger person then?
Yeah, 'cause the dragon will eat anyone.
Right.
Right.
Look, we're getting sidetracked. How can I tell if someone's a proper hero?
Well, a hero always knows what to do next.
Does she?
Who?
His aunt.
His aunt's gonna fight the dragon?
Let's hear it for a brave old lady.
Shut up about my aunt. My aunt's not fighting the dragon. I need a proper hero.
You said your aunt was a hero. Didn't he say that? Corporal Nobbs, he said his aunt was a hero.
I heard him.
Oh, I'd be proud of her if I was him.
Look, let's not start that again. How do you actually recognise a hero?
They've got a birthmark. Means they're a king or what's name.
All heroes do. That's what makes them heroes. Has your aunt got one? Have you ever asked? How often do you write to her these days?
What do you brave soldiers know about dragon slaying? I mean, what kind of chance would someone like me have against a dragon?
Listen, mate, the odds of killing a dragon must be 1,000,000 to 1. You'd have to be a hero.
So what are the odds of someone like me finding everything a hero has to have?
What? Forget it, mate. The odds of you finding all that stuff would be...
1,000,000 to 1?
Yeah, that's it. After taking into account the expense...
That doesn't... Is it helping business?
Oh, yes, sir. The money's just rolling in.
Aren't you afraid someone will take it?
No, sir, no one would attack an unarmed man.
You're a loony. Oh, for heaven's sake. How did you get the second arm off?
It wasn't easy, sir.
It wasn't easy. It's a damn miracle. That's not quite what I meant.
But, sir, there's a fortune to be made in the limb-loss market these days.
How?
It saves on housing, sir. I don't need high ceilings anymore.
You don't need doorknobs either.
There you are, sir. Now you're getting the idea.
Look, just don't cut anything else off.
Well, actually, sir,
I just don't want to hear about it. Well, if that thing's supposed to be the size of a pigeon's egg, I... That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Sore ass. Sore ass. That doesn't work. That does. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Incredible stories of brushes with death. You know, a tragedy is something you can never be prepared for, but it's even harder to cope with that tragedy if it happens around the holidays. Now, just recently, over the Christmas vacation, death knocked on the door of several tenants in a Chicago apartment building that caught fire. Did you see this tape? Watch. There is nothing more paralyzing than being surrounded by smoke and flames in a burning building. When firefighters were working on rescuing victims, a young girl and her family were trapped in an apartment 4 stories up. But lucky for her, some savvy heroes came to the girl's rescue. Onlookers below spread open a blanket, while someone in the building tossed this little girl out of the window. Watch again as you see the girl's leg catch the side of the building. The little girl not only escaped the fire, but was unharmed in the fall. Can you imagine that? There were no serious injuries to that girl. Now, Teresa Thompson also lost her home during the holidays, but in her case, her home just literally disappeared. So let's start at the beginning. Teresa, what happened? You were awakened like 2:30 in the morning?
Yeah, in the middle of the night. The folks that own the beautiful home I was living in.
You were renting part of it?
Yes.
Apartment?
We're running out the door screaming, Teresa, Teresa, get out of the house now. And I grabbed my purse and my cat, and I ran outside. And I don't know where they went. I got outside and there was nobody around.
Did you know what was happening?
I had no idea. It was raining and there was a lot of noise, but I didn't know what was happening.
And then what did you do?
Well, then the owner appeared and said, "We need your car keys. We need your car keys." And at that point, my cat got spooked and jumped out of my arms. And I said, "My car keys are in the apartment." He said, "Well, you better go get them." So I ran back and I got my car keys. I tried to get my cat again, and I couldn't.
But your cat was still in the house, so you came back out.
Yes.
And then did you still not know what was happening?
No, I still really didn't understand what was going on.
Okay. Well, you'll understand what was going on now, because roll the tape and let's see what happened to the house that Teresa was living in. How about this? This is disappearing, this house, this big, beautiful home in San Francisco. Watch as it goes right into one of the largest sinkholes we've ever heard of. In fact, how many stories did it sink?
I think it was like 10 stories.
And everything that you had, gone.
Dropped out.
Including your cat.
Well, we haven't found my cat yet, no. So I'm assuming that that he might not be alive.
Yeah. And Teresa, what was this that caused all this?
Well,
it was a sinkhole.
It was a sinkhole.
And the water that we were seeing, where was that coming from?
That was coming from a 100-year-old sewer line that ran underneath the property. They were putting in a new sewer line to replace this. So there's a lot of theories as to why this happened. Did the infrastructure finally collapse? Did the new sewer construction cause stress? We really don't know at this time.
So you own nothing?
That's correct.
What about the clothes you're wearing?
Well, actually, I got a little voucher from the Red Cross for about $200, and some of my coworkers have donated clothes.
And that's it?
That's all.
And you have no, I mean, is there any way you can get reparations? Any?
At this point, I don't know. I called an attorney who basically told me that since the value of my property was only, I estimated about $25,000, $30,000. He said, well, that's not very much money. I don't think anyone will run it.
Can you imagine an attorney doing that?
Yeah, and it's not, you know, it's not, I mean, excuse me, it's not the things I lost so much as, first of all, my cat's dead, probably. I had a home office that I was trying to get started. Everything I owned, I saved for. I'm a divorced woman, and I work very hard. And everything I buy, I take time to save up for it. And
so they were very special to you? Your possessions were very special to you?
Well, like anybody's, yes. Okay. But they can't be replaced. I have no insurance.
But at least you're here.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
All right. When we come back, a skier plummets 800 feet down a rocky mountain and survives. His fall caught on videotape. But first, another frightening fire. Just 2 weeks ago, a towering inferno blazed in an apartment building in Chicago. A man trapped in his apartment turned on his home video camera and caught the whole thing on tape. You can see the blaze from his window and the smoke in his hallway. The firemen arrived on the scene with a hook and ladder, but for some, its arrival was too late. Meanwhile, firemen who made it to his floor crawled through the halls rescuing survivors, and finally, the hook and ladder reached his window.
You be okay?
A promotional fee has been provided by
Hot Pockets, filled with pepperoni pizza or
Terrifying experience that's been caught on videotape. But did you ever wonder about the people who choose to challenge death on a daily basis? We've had some daredevil sports disasters on our show before, like this hang glider who gets caught in an air pocket and falls out of control. Lucky for him, he survived the fall. What about the snowmobiler who narrowly escapes this avalanche? And who can forget the bungee jumper who survived a free fall to the ground after his cord snapped? Now, Garrett Bartelt is an extreme skier. You know what extreme skiers are? They go places we don't go. And he spends his time racing down cliffs of ice, snow, and rock. But one day, several years ago, you took a terrible spill, didn't you, Garrett?
Yeah, it was a bad one.
Yeah, tell us what happened. Because I've seen this tape. It may be the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, it was at the World Championships up in Valdez, Alaska in '92.
And what happened?
Well, it's my second day of competition. Second run that day. Came up to a steep section of the course. Just traversing in. You want to keep your fluidity going. You get higher points if you don't stop, look, and then go. So you want to keep your fluidity going. I'm just checking out the line that I'm going to ski. See where I'm going. About to do my first jump turn, and my right ski got caught in like a little hole or a ridge, and kind of high-sided. Started tumbling.
Yeah. How far do you fall?
So about 800 feet total.
That's almost a quarter mile.
That's a ways. It lasted a while. But the first 600 feet, just tumble, trying to get back on my feet. Went over some ridges, a little cliff. Couldn't recover.
Yeah.
Finally hit a boulder, busted my leg, and that was it.
Oh, yeah, sure, right. That was it. Ladies and gentlemen,
at the end.
here's the worst ski accident I've ever seen.
That's where I busted my leg right there. After I busted my leg, I didn't do anything to try to recover then. It was just over and over.
Now, if you think that was bad, would you believe, because this was competition, there was more than one camera taking the shot? Here it is from another angle, and it even shows it in a worse light. Now, Garrett, there was a moment there. I mean, I thought I saw your head hit a rock.
Well, actually, I was going towards the rock and almost hit it with my head, but my femur hit it instead and kind of bounced me up over the ridge.
Here we go in slow motion. Take a look at this.
Yeah, what happened was after my femur broke, my leg came up kind of behind me and slapped me in the head. And I got some stitches.
Now let's tick off now the injuries you had. You had a broken leg, broken femur, right?
Yeah, a few spots in the femur.
Yeah. What else?
Then just the stitches.
And just the That was it?
Yeah. It's pretty sore, but.
So you don't. So you don't ski anymore, right?
Oh no. I ski quite a bit. Actually, I got in about 6 months after back skiing.
Did you go back up and do as an extreme a run as that?
Yeah, I've skied a lot of extreme skiing. I went back in competition in '94 at the U.S. Championships. Did pretty good.
Well, you're nuts.
Well, yeah, but now I'm selling real estate for Snowmass Ranch Realty, trying to pay for some bills out in Colorado, but still get the extreme skiing together. And
wow, you're not the only
doing it.
You're not the only daredevil to be with us today. Michael David is a professional car racer, but before he turned pro, Michael had quite a scare. What happened, Michael?
Well, I was at a national go-karting event in Riverside.
You were an amateur.
Right. And we were setting up for the main event, and I qualified in the second row. And on the third lap, doing about 85 miles an hour into one of the turns, another competitor came in, and we hooked tires, and I ended up going end over end about 5 times.
So is that the worst accident you've had?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. It's bad. Watch. This is where you're coming out of a turn. Oh, that's all. I mean, are you people crazy? I mean, if somebody said to me, okay, you're going to go in a go-kart race, that's exactly what it's going to be like, that would be my nightmare. And you lived it.
Right. Yeah.
What happened to you?
Didn't have any broken bones. I was knocked unconscious. I didn't remember much of it until I saw the tape. And within a month, I was out racing again at the next races.
I mean, here it is again. Watch it one more time. Do you think the bales saved you?
It was actually some shrubbery, and I went over that, and the dirt was pretty soft, luckily. That's what kind of cushioned the fall.
Yeah. And you know who sent us this tape?
That was my mom.
Your mother sent this
Yeah.
tape. She wasn't scared either for her son?
She was scared at the time, but she realizes that this is what I want to do, and she, you know, her and my father both support it pretty good.
So you don't drive cars anymore, right?
Yes, I do.
Now what do you drive now?
Right now I'm in the Players Limited Toyota Atlantic Series. It's a support series for Indy cars.
So it's the cars just under the Indy cars?
Right.
So you're as nutsy as those guys at Indy?
Right. That's where I'm planning to go.
Okay, Michael, thank you very much. When we come back, a rock climber is knocked unconscious by an avalanche and helicopters try to approach the scene. We will see the daring rescue when we come back. Heidi's adventure was so peaceful, you would never think that it could turn deadly. Bruce and Karen were on a rock climbing expedition in Arizona when they got caught in a rock slide. Karen was found on this plateau, while Bruce was found about 20 feet above on a ledge. Rescue workers' only choice was to airlift the climbers away. The problem was that the helicopter had to fit in this canyon within a canyon, with the blades a few feet from the side of the mountain.
Okay. 5-8 command. Go ahead. Just want to let you know the Ranger is off and we're in good shape on patient 1. How soon you get me ready with patient 2? Stand by.
Karen's airlift was a success. However, she died later in the hospital. Then, the chopper went back to try to save Bruce. Bruce, what's it like when you see that? Do you relive it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. At least the rescue part of it. I don't remember the fall, so I close my eyes, try to think about it at times, but...
You and Karen weren't friends, you just happened to be on this same expedition that day.
That's correct. And there was a group of 7 of us that had signed up to go climbing that day. So I knew her from a previous climb, but she was not...
And you would call yourself what, an experienced rock climber?
Moderate climber. I've been climbing for about 2 years.
And what happened?
Well, as far as we can tell, simply bad luck. I mean, we were on a designated climbing spot, and we were tied off correctly, and...
Medical help, right? And medical attention. What happens to the animals who have a brush with death? It's amazing what special bonds form between people and their pets. But what if the vet was closed and you had a pet emergency? If you're in LA, you'd go to the pet ER, where they perform miracles every day. Take this cat, for instance. She was on the brink of death with a blood disease that needed immediate attention.
Even though we try our best, sometimes we know that the animal might not make it.
First, the doctors hooked the feline up to an IV, but then something terrible happened. The cat's heart stopped beating. Luckily, these specialists know kitty CPR. They got the heart to start beating by hand pumping it, and got the cat to breathe through mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. The cat lived to purr for another day. This story is even more touching. A little kitten had severe blood loss resulting from flea bites. The kitty needed a blood transfusion, or it would die. So this donor cat stepped forward and volunteered to help out a friend in need.
And now the kitty's doing much better. It's eating and maintaining its temperature. Basically saved this little kitty's life.
The operation was a success. Now, as for the cat's other 8 lives, the LA Pet ER proved to be the cat's meow for those kitties. But what about man's best friend? Clear across the country in Virginia, their pet ER is also busy at work.
I'm going to need a stretcher out back for a 60, 70-pound black lab that he's either been shot or stabbed. He's unable to walk.
The Labrador, incidentally named Maury, was X-rayed, and it showed that a bullet fragmented in the dog's leg.
And metal fragments of the bullet are here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and some very small fragments through here.
Doctors went to work on the all-night operation of removing the particles. So the doctors sent Maury's family home.
Good night.
It was a tearful goodbye, but the family knew that their friend was in good hands. Today, Maury is back at home with his loving family. Yes, we are. Both Maurys. And we'll be right back after this. If you would like...
We're talking today to moms who are wondering if the only way to get the teen daughters under control, isn't it interesting that these are all girls, right? You're not seeing guys do this. Is to have them locked up somewhere. Well, my next guest is a mother whose daughter did get locked up somewhere. She got locked up in a juvenile detention center, didn't she? Even that did not work. Now, you may recognize Tammy. She was here a few months ago with her daughter, Tina. The show was called All She Wants to Do Is Have Sex. Take a look at this. This summer, you ran away to be a prostitute.
No, I didn't run away to be one. I did not run away to be one. I ran away, and I looked at this. I had a full-time job, and I came home every night, and my feet were tired. I'm tired, okay? So I looked at it this way. If you're gonna go out, I'm gonna go out. I can get money for something I'd love to do. I'm good at. So why not?
Tammy, what's been going on with your daughter since we saw you last?
Well, she's run away 3 times since then. She's been gone for a period of 2 to 3 weeks at a time. She's been arrested for the possession of crack cocaine. She's running around with these 25, 30-year-old men. She won't even think of going out with a boy her own age. She's just stealing. You know, she's quit school. She ain't in school. She's supposed to take a GED, but she doesn't want to take it Saturday. She wants to party. So it's gone from bad to worse to worse.
Did we have any effect on her whatsoever? Any effect?
Unfortunately, I don't believe so.
None.
She uses the tape to brag.
She used the tape to brag.
I keep in touch with the other mothers, and both their girls came out of it good. Mine didn't.
She calls you names. What does she call you?
Well, it's somewhat embarrassing, and I don't know if I can even say it on TV, but I'm not her mother. I don't know where she feels she came from, because she'll tell me I'm not her mother. I'm a fat, toothless old son of a bitch, is what she calls me. This is Tina's famous...
How does that make you feel?
Well, it hurts. It really, to look at her, and this is supposed to be my, this is my daughter. This is supposed to be someone that loves me. And Tina could care. If I was to, fall off this stage, break my neck, and die, she'd be happy because she could fly home alone.
Okay, I think it's time we heard from Tammy's daughter, Tina, once again. Tina, come on out.
Honey, I ain't gonna fight with everybody that Texans already have their mouth on.
Tina, your mother is upset. She says you're still up to your old tricks. What happened to the red glasses?
I got into a fight and I broke them.
Okay. Why are you still behaving this way?
What?
Why are you behaving this way?
Excuse me?
Why are you behaving this way?
Because it's my life and I can do what I want with my life. This woman has raised me, okay? I'm not saying she did a good job. I'm not saying she did a bad job. But my raising time's over with. I'm 16 years old. I had to live on my own and raise myself for the last since I was 14 years old. It's over with, It's done with. The raising time is over. It's my life. It's my decision.
I don't understand what you mean you've got to take care of yourself since you're 14.
I've had to take care of myself.
In what way?
My parents weren't there.
No, it's because you keep running away, you keep getting locked up, you keep going with your friends. We have not moved in 5 years. That house ain't moved. We ain't moved.
And what makes you run away?
Because I say 10 o'clock in the house. I say 11 o'clock bedtime. I say, no, you ain't sleeping with boys in my house. That's what makes you run away.
No, it's you calling me anything but a living white girl. Don't you come up here looking like everything and a saint, because you ain't. You're not a saint, so get over it. I'm going to tell you. Put the halo back on the closet.
Go ahead, Brad.
I would slap help you right
It's
now,
up
but
to
I'm
you.
in jail for you because you ain't worth it.
Yo.
You, baby, you couldn't take me down.
Go ahead.
Yo. Hello. Yo.
Say you try. You think you can? Come on. I like to see right. Get away. Let her do it. Let her do it. I'm trying to. Get back. I'm a bitch, so
No.
It ain't worth going over that cliff for.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's taking me down to jail too many times. She
Okay.
ain't worth it.
The first thing my mother ever said to me, the first time I ever tried to raise my voice at her was, yo, I brought you in this world and I'll take care of you. So y'all need to get all of that, for real. Y'all need to get all of that. And to y'all moms, yo, y'all need to start putting y'all foot dead in their ass, for real. I'm dead serious.
All right.
I tell her, don't run away, turn 18 and leave for good.
You know what? If I want to run away, I'll keep running away.
But on runaway number 3, I told her, I'm sick of it. No more running away. Runaway number 3, I went in her bedroom, trash bags. I packed up everything from tape to cardboard and took them to the Goodwill. I told this kid right here, I won't build a shrine to you. I took down every baby picture because it hurt too much to look at them.
You know what? That's her own business. You know what? Be doing that to her.
All right, hold on. She was a great little kid, and she's going to be a great adult, but she sucks at being a teenager.
No, I don't.
Yes,
you're talking.
Boy,
Okay, first of all, excuse me, ma'am. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to applaud you, ma'am, for your efforts. Wash your hands. You need to listen to her because you're telling off for these girls. You need to tell off your daughter. And all you girls are cowards, okay? All of y'all. I grew up on the streets too. And if I disrespected my mother, her fist would have been in my mouth, okay? And I would take all of y'all out. I would take all of y'all out, and I would still get up and look just as lovely.
Girls think they are so tough. Well, I used to be worse than they are, and I'm here to talk some sense into them.
Deep breathe, okay? Okay. So come on.
Take a deep breath, calm down. Want tissue?
Steve, and a promotional fee has been provided by...
Try Pam when you cook.
That her frustrated mother Kim took matters into her own hands.
Get back to walk down there till I got to whip her up again.
Okay, stop. Okay. All right. Deep breathe. Deep breathe, okay?
Let's calm down here. Why are you crying? Why are you
Because
crying?
that pissed me off. She didn't have no right to sit on me.
Well,
If I sat on her more often, she might shut her down.
You know that wouldn't help none. You know that. You know that doesn't help none.
PJ, I'm going to sit on you until the world comes to an end. If it stops you, run it.
Run away?
Then you run away to be with your friends. You run away to be with those friends.
Yeah, because they don't sit on me. They don't treat me like this.
Don't even be using that word up there with me.
all right, everybody. All right, everybody get control. Hold on. Go ahead, please. I want you all to get quiet, get control, and watch your language. Go ahead.
I want to say something to Tina. Tina, you need to slow down. All right? Sex ain't everything. You wind up with AIDS and pregnant, what you going to do? Your mother's not going to take care of that baby for you?
No, she won't.
You know,
but
so you need to
it's
slow
my
down.
problem. You know, if I get AIDS, she's already told me she ain't going to shed a tear, so is my father. I said, you don't have to.
Yeah, but what if
I don't give a damn if she says it to her or not.
You give a baby age.
But
You signed your baby
you know,
for it.
Her babies are out of here.
I ain't getting pregnant.
you guys keep saying you're not going to
I don't think, in answer to your question, there's not the slightest understanding of how, have any of you ever seen anyone die like that? Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, I have.
And it doesn't mean a thing to you?
It don't scare me because I figure I'm going to die sometime. If it's now, it's now. If it's later, it's later. If I die of a disease, I die of a disease. If I get shot tomorrow, I get shot tomorrow. If I walk up the street and get hit by a car, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but that's
God, once you die, you're going to die.
I lived my life when she was on the run. I was terrified. I would get that phone call.
You might live through a gunshot.
I would be too.
You get AIDS, you ain't living. There ain't no cure for AIDS.
I don't care.
It's a slow, painful death.
Meet Pam and her daughter, 17-year-old Melissa. Pam said Melissa used to be as bad or worse. Oh, yeah. Worse than the other guests. What was she doing that was so bad?
Well, it's been going on for a couple of years, but it's like she crossed this big threshold when she turned 16.
Same thing as you're hearing here, right?
Right. Drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Expulsion.
Mentally abusive to the whole family. Have you turned your life around?
Yes, I have.
What made you turn your life around?
Let's see. It just like hit me one day. You know, it's different for all people, you know.
Sure.
It hit me one day that I just thought that I'm tired of living, because it's so hard, you know, being bad, but it's so easy being good, and I just...
What would you say to the other girls? They all think you're a wuss, but what would you say to them?
I didn't say you were a wuss.
I didn't say nothing like that. Well, I've been there. I've been, like, maybe you guys have been through more than I have. Maybe I've been through more than y'all have. It's not the same with everybody. But you guys just need when you get older, you're really going to regret it. I'm for real, because the way you're treating your parents, because I cry all the time because of the way I treated my mom. She may have treated me bad, too. But you know, she treated me bad, too. But, you know, it was even. And now you think about it, it was so stupid. I mean, to treat your parents like that after everything they did for you, right now you think you are the right now. But you're not. You're not, because you're just young. Eventually, and this was what Tammy told me, eventually you get hurt so bad, which at the point, I still love my daughter, and that's why I'm here. But eventually she's going to hurt me so bad that I'm going to turn cold, and I'm not going to be there, and I'm not going to be abused, and I'm not going to let my babies be abused. It's not going to happen.
You've seen me try and whip these kids into shape on other shows that we've done. Next, you're going to meet a real pro who makes me look like a wimp. She's here from the country's toughest teen boot camp. And we're going to give her a crack at handling these kids when we come back.
You can sit down, hey, sit down. What you're doing is not going to get you anywhere positive. It's not going to get you anywhere positive. If you were in my boot camp, I'm going to tell you, when I address you, it's going to be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir. When I say eyeballs, that means you put your eyeballs on me.
In order to get sent,
Ain't happening.
how do they get sent to the boot camp? Because we got some mothers who are ready to sign up.
Well, first of all, everything has a beginning, and believe me, everything has an end. Everything starts with something small, and the girls start out doing little things, maybe disobeying their parents, maybe skipping school, and one thing leads to another. Eventually, they get put in the juvenile justice system, and when they get to level 8, which is boot camp, they have to come my way. And at Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp, it's 2 ways to do things. It's my way and my way.
By the way, is a certified corrections officer. She's a juvenile instructor. She has worked with adult offenders. She has a bachelor degree in criminal justice. And she has her own way of talking to girls like this. So I'm going to give her the opportunity to do it her way. I don't know if she can get their attention. All right, first we got to be calm.
Listen up. Hey, sit up straight right now. Posture's good for you. Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, let's make it better. You stand up. Stand up. stand up. Hey, stand up. Get on your feet. You, get on your feet. Get on your feet. You get on your feet. Hey, you're not hurting anybody but yourself. Right. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is not going to get you anywhere positive. It's not going to get you anywhere positive. If you were in my boot camp, I'm going to tell you, when I address you, it's going to be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir. When I say eyeballs, that means you put your eyeballs on me. When I say ears, you say open, ma'am. That means your eyes are on me, your ears are opening, and you're listening to everything I have to say, because I'm not going to lead you wrong. And I'm going to put you straight, but it's up to you. You got to want to change. No one can make you change. Change comes from within. But you think you're tough? Let me tell you something. The toughest thing you're going to ever have to do in your life is decide to make a change. Right. That's the toughest thing you're going to have to do. Hey, you can sit down. Hey, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. It's not about fighting people in the audience or anybody on the street. It's not about disrespecting your mother or your teachers or anyone, because really the bottom line is you're disrespecting yourself. Okay? It's not about all of that. It has nothing to do with that. What each and every last one of you are going to have to do as an individual, because you owe it to yourself and no one else, is decide that you want to live a better life than what you've been living. And if I got to help you and put you on the right track and show you your narrow ways and lead you in a better path, you just come to Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp and I'll get you straight.
Stay with us to see if any of these boot camp approach actually will sink in. Very good. Four is another tie between Molly and Sarah. Number 3 is Jake. Number 2 is Lady, and the number 1 dog's name is Max. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, you want to watch some replays?